Well, welcome back to another episode of the City Podcast, episode 124. And let's get this out of the way. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, man, you guys sound like fucking ecstatic.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Every time I hear Happy New Year's, it makes me think of Frosty the Snowman.
Happy New Year. Like,
Frosty the Snowman?
Yeah, remember that was his thing? He goes, Happy New Year! Or did he say Happy Birthday? Yeah, he says Happy New Year.
That sounds familiar.
From the cartoon.
There's a cartoon.
Sam
where
the
Frosty-
Snowman?
He keeps saying
No.
Happy Birthday.
Yeah,
no,
it's the
not
Frosty the
big
fucking
Frosty.
thing. Like, they put the hat on, he comes alive. He's like, I thought he said Happy New Year, but I'm pretty sure he says Happy Birthday now.
Birthday.
He's like, Happy Birthday!
Anyways, guys,
I had
Go
no
on
idea.
and
It
they
sounds familiar. Yeah.
we are your hosts. I'm Tony, and I'm here with...
A New Year's orphan baby.
Tony?
and
Roman.
of course...
Your boy Eric, and I'm
Hey,
pretty sure
that boy.
that's when that Walter Cronkite comes out. He's like, Frosty the Snowman.
Was that what?
I don't think it was Frosty.
That wasn't Walter Cronkite, you moron. You just threw out a random name. It's
Well,
like,
it
it
kinda
sounds
sounded like
old.
him.
Let me just use
Kinda
that.
sounded like him.
I'm just saying, what does Frosty the Snowman have to do with New Year's at all?
That's what I was saying.
No, that's
like,
the thing. He just fucking, that's what he said. It's Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Okay.
Everybody knows that.
Fuck, well, I didn't. Did you? I didn't.
It
What,
sounds, it
the-
sounds very familiar. I don't know.
Then fucking
Either
Frosty
way.
said Happy New Year.
I don't know. Like, honestly, Frosty wasn't my favorite, so I never really paid attention to it.
Poor
Listen,
Frosty.
when you talk about Frosty, it reminds me of those
The
fucking-
Wendy's.
No, those C-rate horror movies with the Jack Frost.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I remember that one.
Fucking kills like some naked ass chick in the shower.
Oh, he rapes her and
Yeah,
then kills
he
her.
That's the Frost. That's my Frosty.
Yeah.
The only Jack Frost I know is the
Damn,
one
that better be
Michael
fireworks.
Keaton.
The Michael
Yeah.
Keaton one.
That was
The
awful.
harmonica one, and they're
That was so
the
shitty.
snowboarding. He's throwing his body parts at him.
I think that was
Yeah.
called
Was Jack Frost?
Jack Frost. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jack
Yeah,
Frost.
they're both named Jack Frost, but you gotta, if you want horror, just put Jack Frost
If
horror.
you want to see the good one, it's called Jack Me Frost.
I'm guessing in him there's a fucking porn out there with Frosty.
Officer Jack,
Me
me off.
Jesus.
Nailed.
Anyways, you know, they'll be fucked up. They're like, this is the New Year baby, and this is the New Year baby orphan. And they're fucking.
You find that one in the dumpster.
Ooh,
Can
what
you,
kind of.
imagine, can you imagine people did that too?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean that's
I mean,
obviously that's why it's called a dumpster bait.
he has a dirty little fucking sash that's just sad, torn up.
That was that had to be 2016. And if there was ever an orphan baby, it had to be 2016.
Really?
Yeah, 2016. I figured 2016 was a shit year for a lot of people.
I don't know. This
How
year,
so?
this year felt
I
like a
don't know.
shittier.
It just felt really. I didn't even feel like this year was that shitty. I mean,
I
for
mean,
me,
it was
for
shitty
personally,
enough
it
that-
was a pretty shit year. But I guess overall, like I felt like everyone had something to bitch about 2016.
Oh, we'd
At least a couple of things.
we'd have to go back to the fucking Wayback Machine to fucking
Yeah.
figure that out.
I've listened to a couple of the old podcasts.
Uh-huh.
Like I forgot. I don't know if I said this in the last one,
Mhm.
but I'm trying to listen and put together like our
Oh,
our
yeah,
flashback
yeah.
episode.
Yeah, you're trying to get our fucking.
I don't know. I mean, on a personal note, 2018 sucked the most. I thought it was I think it's 2017 where you were fucking just out of it too.
No, it was
No,
2016.
yeah, it's 2016.
Was it?
2016.
Yeah, it's when
2016 when we're just that's when I was at my skinniest.
So you've been happy
Excuse
for
me.
2 years? Damn, that shit goes by fast.
Sorry.
Allergies, they fuck everybody
He's
up.
allergic to being happy. You remind him, he starts coughing.
I can say that I mean, bad shit has happened this year, but
Yeah.
I mean, bad shit happens every year. You know what I
True.
mean? There's always like something that you can look back on and it's a bad thing, but I mean, 2018 was okay. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I don't really.
At least
much
this
to
year
brag
wasn't bad. No, no.
Shit. I mean, good for you guys. This year's been horrible. Fucking between losing my dad, losing my job, and just fucking body just giving up.
Uh-huh.
It's been a fucking horrible
about.
year.
It's been a rough year for you.
Yeah.
Here comes the one-upper. I lost my dad, my godfather.
Oh, yeah. Fucking
Uh,
family.
no, that's pretty much it.
It's a whole bunch of...
Still got my
Although,
job.
upside. Went to the fucking Grand Canyon. Didn't try to kill myself right then and there. It was a nice place to go though.
It was.
I had death on one side, but I traveled in the other.
I mean that's the thing is like yeah, like you had your father pass away, and I was here with y'all, and then I had my friend pass away like not too far after.
Oh yeah, that's true.
about her, too.
So,
Yeah,
but
you know what? Yeah.
She used to fucking be a listener
Not you,
too.
not you. I was thinking something else.
but I mean, I don't know. I think honestly, this year proved that I'm more of an optimist than I think I am, because I tend to lean towards like the brighter side of things.
Power of
Really?
Yeah.
positivity.
You know, this year, fucking people been like always sick. Like my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Always sick. My grandma's always complaining that she's gonna die. She almost actually died this year because they had to put a pacemaker in her.
Oh yeah.
And my uncle too. He almost died this year.
My
They put a fucking pacemaker in her.
My grandma died beginning of this year.
So I mean,
But,
I
here's
remember
the
that.
thing. I will say this one thing. I have now, because usually to a certain year, I go to more funerals.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Oh, that's right,
I
you-
have the official pallbearer title. I've been a pallbearer so many times.
I think we talked about that on the podcast. You're
I
a
think,
professional
yeah.
pallbearer.
I think I can count on both hands how many times I've been a pallbearer.
Shit.
But this year, I went to the same amount of weddings to the same amount of funerals, so that's a plus.
You got look at the bright side,
So
man.
fucking balances out.
Yeah.
You know, I've not been to a wedding.
And you still wear the same fucking suit to either one.
Picture going up soon.
Same pink bow tie and everything.
No, I didn't.
It changes the bow
I
tie.
didn't. I did not.
Finally got himself someone with style.
That's what. Oh man, I just realized my circle of friends are very small. Cause I don't think I've ever gone to a wedding, like to someone's, like you call friend's wedding.
I don't get invited to one.
Well, I went
only
to
got
one friend's
invited to
wedding,
one.
and then the other one was my sister's.
No, my sister got married and didn't tell no one, so
Yeah.
that happened too.
Yeah, we lost a brother-in-law, gained another one,
Oh,
gained a
Dean and
white
your nephew
kid.
this year too.
Now we got good credit. We're moving on up, mama.
There you go. See,
I'm in shitload of debt
See?
now.
2018's like that. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's like you just
Yeah,
coasted. You
but
coasted.
2016 wasn't that bad for me. There was more poon there.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Was there
I mean,
really?
from 0 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean 1-0 is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like double digits.
I mean,
No, yeah, because 2016 is when I was fucking around with a lesbian, and then the other chick, and then the other chick.
and then,
So where I was getting happiness, you were fucking around with that one chick, and your shit was just going down, and I just felt happy because you were fucking miserable, and then I had talked to that other guy who's always fucking like nearly dying and shit, and I was like, oh man, my life's way better than these people.
good.
So I was like, see?
I think that's what it is. It's a personal thing. 2016 was the fucking crappy year for
I
you.
figured. Well, I only say that because I know everyone was bitching about like so many celebrities dying, and I want to say there was some events that went on that was like pretty big.
Oh, I didn't even fucking think about celebrity dying.
I didn't care about that.
Well, died in 2008, that was
apparently-
important.
Apparently, 2016 was like the big one where a bunch of celebrities died. I didn't even know China died that year.
The
I
restaurant?
thought she died like 3 years before that.
I
When I
thought
looked
she
it
died.
up, it's like, yeah, she died early January.
Dang.
I was like, oh shit, I thought she fucking off.
Oh, is that when the fucking Chester from Linkin Park? That was that
Yeah.
the year?
No, I thought Chester was last year.
Was it?
Probably.
When's that dude when they
Chris
found him?
Cornell, Chris Cornell was probably that year.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll look this up. Keep talking.
I'm interested.
I can't. Immediately I can't remember who died this year from the celebrity other than Stanley.
Stanley.
Yeah,
Who died this year
Bowie?
from the celebrity?
I think Bowie died early this year.
Yeah, like January. I
Bowie
think.
died in like January, February.
Yeah.
This year?
I mean,
Eh.
I don't.
But I mean, we shouldn't measure our fucking years.
yeah, like you're.
by the fucking deaths of celebrities.
I
Yeah.
know, but I mean, it's still kind of,
Yeah.
Oh, Stan Lee died this year, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, looking back in the year.
So everybody lost a father figure while I lost a father.
yeah.
There you go. That's the comedy of
Did
Eric, baby.
Did we ever set up like a Deadpool celebrities?
Yeah, remember? But that was like
I think that was
fucking 6 years ago in Heroes.
Yeah, that's when we all worked at Heroes.
Yeah.
And I think I put like Stanley. I was like, he's gonna die the next year, and then he hang on for like fucking 5 more.
Yeah.
He's like, bitch.
He came by the Animal Comic Con. He saw your list. He's like, "No, fuck Roman.
I'm
Hold
still
up."
alive, you fat faggot.
Fair enough. You old bitch. You win this round. You fuck.
I don't know. I
I
think
got
he
time
wins.
on my side, old man.
I think Stanley wins all
Do
the
you
rounds.
really?
Alright, so
He pulls out a gun. No, God. No, Stan.
Not like this.
Excelsior.
And he just
He
like,
just shoots you in the chest. I'm just like gasping for air.
oh, you know what I thought Stanley was gonna be like? I heard you want to be like Batman, just kills your parents.
You're gonna find a surprise when you get home.
I haven't been online much this week as people started doing the whole New Year, New Me shit. Have they?
Oddly enough, that hasn't been happening.
No, I think people
Right now,
are.
everybody's onto that Bird Box shit.
Everybody's doing their bird boxing.
Bird box right now.
Yeah, the New Year, New Me doesn't come out till January.
Well, I mean, Tuesday,
Yeah?
right? That's when you start seeing
New Year?
New Year, New.
I mean, that's just bullshit. If
This
you
time
really,
I'm not gonna let niggas come in my butt. And you're like,
If you-
really, ho? Really?
if you, that's the thing, is like, if you really wanted to change something, you'd change it right then and there.
Yeah, why wait till the
Also,
New
Why
Year
wait
starts?
till there's another new, like, fuck it, January is gonna be when I start, running more. It's just like, no, if you really wanted to run, you would
Maybe
have
it's
fucking
like
run.
a
already.
whole mentality and time space. It's like,
Well, I
yeah,
mean, guess
I
it's
started
like
in
a new
January.
beginning type of deal.
But that's
Yeah.
where you
It's-
fucking, but you fuck up because then you put so much pressure on yourself. I got a whole nother year doing this shit.
Well, no, though. I mean, some people just go like when they're like, "I'm gonna start a diet on Monday, but Sunday I'm gonna fucking pig out." And
Yeah,
the
then-
weekend, that's the equivalent to New Year, New Me.
I'll be funny.
It's,
Like
it's bullshit.
suddenly January 1 hits and everybody loses their debt or loses 200 pounds or they don't have STDs because they have that mentality of New Year, New Me. No, bitch, you're still in fucking debt. You still got herpes. You still fat.
All right, easy there,
In
Mr. Bright
fairness,
Sunshine.
in fairness, everyone has some strain of herpes in them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm true. I think everybody has STDs. You just
I get fucking I'll swing where I swing it, baby.
Fuck protection.
Yeah.
I've never used it before. I won't do it. I won't use it.
Old Bobby Bing's gonna swing whatever you gotta swing, baby.
Yeah. we started talking
Big
about
Crosby, everybody.
we started talking about how this whole year that passed by, but we didn't even talk about how was your Christmas.
I'm
What
still
kind-
looking at dead people.
What was your favorite gift that you got, Roman?
My favorite gift that I got.
The gift of friendship
Okay,
and love.
was it the best
The
gift that I
clown?
got, or the one that I was like the most
get to it in a
excited for?
101. Tell me what was.
Okay, my favorite gift was actually my friend Brian and Jose got me a Super Nintendo Classic.
Okay.
Which
You
is-
didn't pronounce my name right.
Mar gets second. He got me another Noise Marine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stroke his hair. You gotta pet him hard so feel it.
Oh man, I could hear John driving up the driveway. He's like,
And he's
what?
like, bitch, you didn't like your Source card. Be like, yeah, I liked them. Shut up.
And then everybody
God.
else would give you.
God, you are some bitches.
And then here comes my little niece. You don't like your Harry Potter fucking pin?
Oh, it's already in my backpack. It's what I'm gonna do all my paperwork with.
So you got the classic.
I got the classic, and the reason I like this because it has pretty much all the games that I pretty much grew up with.
Have you been playing with it though?
Yes, I have. I've been
Yeah.
playing Super Mario Kart with my nieces and letting them win because they're really sensitive, and if they
Too bad,
don't,
dude. They gotta learn what the real
Like,
world's all
hey,
about,
If
dude.
you're gonna give them the classic video game, you have to give them the whole experience.
I mean,
and that means getting their ass beat.
she's like 7. I don't want to
So-
do that to her.
That's around the age everybody starts playing video games. They have to learn.
She's a very sweet kid.
You know what's gonna happen? She's gonna try to
So-
play with her friends. She's gonna get beat. She's like, "Oh, that's weird, fucking."
And
It,
then-
no,
and then
but
she knows that you lied to her, bro.
And that's
No,
That's
I-
even worse.
I don't tell her it. She's like, you're fucking awesome at this game. I just say like, oh, you won again.
yeah.
Like, I'm not like fucking.
What if she just like, yeah, suck. That's why you're fucking ugly and no one loves you.
Be like-
It's like a video game.
I'll be like, oh, I mean, we can play one more. 100 cc.
And then that's where she drops. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a retired grand champion, bitch. So
She'll give you the air and it's like, yeah, okay, we'll play the last one. And you're like, oh, looks like I won. She's like, one more bitch running through. And you're like, oh, okay.
I'm like, all
And
right.
she wins and she's like, I won it.
You see this? This is my house.
And be like, all right, let's go.
And then her dad comes in. He's like, hey, go wake up Grandpa. Tell him he raised a little bitch. I win my house.
Like, shut up, ho. Go back to sleep, you fucking queer.
But anyways, back to the real question. So you had the classic, you've been playing it.
Yeah.
Showing the nieces the ropes and shit.
Yeah. My favorite gift, and this is how I know I'm getting older, I got an electric toothbrush, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. And I started brushing my teeth. I was like, man, it's fucking, it feels like I'm fucking flossing. It's like, I don't even need you floss. I'm gonna floss,
He's
but
like,
I feel like I don't need you.
You're like, if it makes my mouth feels like this, how's it going to feel on my pussy?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
I've come with that thing more than I brush my teeth. But yeah, like, it's a super, like, sensible, something. I like that. I like being...
Dude, I got
super
socks for Christmas and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking John's like, who gave me the fucking toothbrush? You tell me right now, babe.
I'm pretty sure it was like my mom or something. And...
Fuck the hell. Who does she think she is? I'm the best.
Nah,
Your mom don't know you. I know you.
You ain't shit.
How about you, Eric? What's your favorite gifts that you got?
I can't even remember what I got, to be honest.
Yeah, you were hammered that day.
I got drunk. I think I got
Wait.
hot sauces. I think I got my older brother bought me a bottle of Crown that came with 2 fancy ass cups, and that's what I'm gonna drink tomorrow.
Those cups are nice.
I shouldn't drink tomorrow because I work the next day. I open, but YOLO. New year, new me.
Fuck off.
I'm accepting YOLO way more. Besides that other fucking new one they got, that I think my sister said it. I started fucking cracking up. I was like, "You're so stupid." It's the living my best life or whatever. Some bullshit like that.
Living my best life.
The people are saying that.
It's a song.
Yeah.
I guess. That's
No, I'm telling you, it's a song.
Young Duval made that song like.
that one where it sounds like that person can't fucking sing worth
Yeah,
shit.
pretty much. Yeah, it was like the mid 2018. I was like, I'm living my best life.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be a joke, and it actually fucking caught on, and everybody's just.
It's thing now.
Nobody knows how to take a joke anymore.
I got
YOLO,
fucking,
man.
I got a
Hot sauces.
Yeah, hot sauces.
I got hot sauces, like 12 different hot sauces.
Nice.
You got fucking, I think, money.
Yeah.
You got a jacket. You got a whole bunch of toys, I think.
Mhm.
Someone give you a Pokemon deck.
I seriously don't know where my presents went, dude. I got a bone fucking thing from John. No. a bone brush, a bone comb.
Bone comb.
Oh, for the beard.
For the beard.
Yeah.
It's a beard comb, but it's made out of bone.
Ah,
There you
gotcha.
Bone
Yeah.
comb.
I was like, what the fuck is he talking about, Mark?
I got a fucking bottle of Cabassier that everybody around was like, "Are you gonna open that?" I was like,
We were ready to drink that shit the next day. My best friend came through and he was like, "Oh, what the fuck, Cavassier? I only seen this shit in Busta Rhymes thing." And I was like, "Nigga, that was like the '90s." He's like,
and that became 20 minutes of past the Cabassier and people calling me Rosita.
that was my.
That caught on like wildfire in
That was
2018.
truly my best gift there. The fact that
Everybody just calls him Tony Rosita now.
All my cousins too. We were at Peter Piper.
Yeah, I was there.
I was like, what is going on?
yesterday was great. I got my cousin who we don't see all that much other than fucking Christmas and New Year's come by and he's like, oh, how do I get to the podcast? I was like, it's right there. He's like, you're gonna hear a couple of stories. Mainly Tony's an orphan, and they're like, yeah, we believe that. And I go, and Tony's also gay, and he's like, nah, for real? He's like, well, it makes sense. And I go, he likes being called Rosita because he's also a drag queen. He starts laughing, and I go, check it out. And I go, and we're 2 separate tables, right? I go, just yell out Rosita. His ass is gonna fucking look up. He's like, no, he's not. He goes, Rosita. I was like, you gotta say it a little bit louder. He's like, Rosita. And Tony's like, What? He looks up. Cousin breaks out laughing. He's just like, damn, dude.
I realized that it's been my fault because I answered to it. I mean, I got used to it. Like, it doesn't bother me. And so when someone says that, I look up, I go, okay, what's up? Or I go, hey. And so I realized, oh, this motherfucker's spreading the story more. And now these fucking people know that that's what they call me. And then my mom, you know, when she's pissed off, she goes and tells me, hey, fucking told Rosita to come on. He's like, well, Rosita, that fat fuck right there. I was like, thanks, Mom. So
I guess she got tired of trying to explain how he's the orphan. She's like, I'm not a fucking whore. I was like, Mom, you don't have to be a whore to have an orphan. You just picked it up.
I'm the help.
And she's like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
That story better.
She's like, oh, that's way better. It's like,
Oh, yeah. Once he told her that she picked up a kid so her children could have help all their life, she's like, that sounds about right. She's like, all right. So I was groomed to be the help to her children.
He's the mammy.
Oh, yeah, I got a bottle of Cabase. That was pretty cool. And I got
Nice.
socks. Really enjoying. Got money. I mean, I got a whole bunch of stuff. But the socks win because they only keep me warm.
The sweater feels badass.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mark?
Besides the gifts I got today,
Besides the gifts you got today.
I got a Star Wars Lego Connect set.
Ooh.
What is it? Oh, the
Like
one?
the magnets and shit?
Magnet
No,
ones?
not even that. It's like the other ones. They're not Legos, but they're like the sticks and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I had, like, every Christmas, my family doesn't know what to get me. Like, for a while, I had, like, a big Star Wars phase. I mean, I still like Star Wars, but not as much as I did back then.
I'm not a kid.
My family don't know me.
And so, since then, they're just like, oh, man, Mark loves Star Wars. So every year, I get... They're just like, we don't know what he likes, so just fucking... Just get him something Star Wars.
Oh, man, that means you
Sure
always have to like Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, I still like Star Wars, but
I mean, you have to really like Star
don't.
Wars.
You don't love it.
I don't love it like I did.
I'm not in love with it. Just
Yeah.
like,
I like it, but I'm not in like with it.
What's your favorite movie? Is it Revenge of the Sith? That's mine.
No.
I think that's the new one you've
It's
seen.
gonna be Empire. Still be Empire Strikes Back.
Wuss.
But out of the prequels, yeah, it would probably be Red.
Man, come on, how can you not fucking laugh at Anakin getting his legs cut off?
Yeah.
It's real fucking funny.
I saw
that in theaters. Everybody else like, and I busted out laughing. Everybody looked at me.
There's a funny, I think, GIF or video I saw out of it where he like jumps over him and does the spin thing where he gets cut off, and they replace the voice from the Phantom Menace where he's like in the ship. He's like, I'm gonna try spinning. He's like, let's try spinning. He jumps over and like he slices him, and they have a little kid like, ah.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
I'll tell you this though, you're a hard person to buy any gifts for.
Yes.
Like everybody asks me, what should we get Mark? I don't know what the fuck he likes.
Yeah.
He likes everything, but he doesn't want
It's
nothing
hard.
of it.
It's hard for me to admit that I like something, and once I like something, I'll go and get it myself.
You can't say you like something because then you feel vulnerable.
And then not even that, like
He's not that hard. You just gotta spend some time with him.
Yeah, probably.
No, but
And
the thing is, you can't.
And the coolest thing, the simplest thing for him would be just get him some cash so he can go eat.
Here's the thing, though.
A Whataburger gift card.
You spend time with him, right? And he's like so heavy into this one thing this week. Then something happens, and next week, hey man, you still like it? Kind of.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's whatever.
And then
And you give him something from me. He's like, oh,
there's things
He'll
that
never
I've
say
said,
no to food.
There's shit that I've said that I liked, and you can like tell me like a month later, like, oh, I got you this because you said you like it. I was like, what?
Good for you.
I said that.
Shit's gay.
Like, I don't remember shit that I liked before.
He's like, wine's a hell of a drug, guys.
Mark's pretty much just like a high school girl, just going with the fad.
Day by day, I live day by day.
YOLO, man.
That's a thing with the podcast. It's fucking YOLO.
Easy there, Toretto. With family.
Does he say YOLO?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Nah. What?
You only never seen Fast and the Furious?
Dominic Toretto.
He's looking at me.
He knows what it
the
means.
first one.
There you go. That's all you have to do.
Oh,
That's all you have to do.
I don't know who the hell that
Is that
was.
where he says that?
He says it in every fucking movie.
I can't wait to forget about this.
I'm pretty sure you already did.
I did.
And
The
the
whole
funniest
joke
thing
is like
was,
we're family, and that's all he does.
I thought that.
I never
thought that was the
understood why
keyword. I
Toretto was
I
like so
never thought
connected
that was the
that
thing.
this world shit's happening to this fucking grease monkey from California,
Yeah.
and he travels the whole world, and somehow in every single piece of the world he stops by, trouble finds him. And it's like an epic spell, then an epic scale, and he has to save it by driving cars really
You gotta
fast.
drive
Well, I
really
mean,
fast cars.
That's
yeah,
all it
but
is.
if anything, it's more like a
It's-
hood thing. You know how you have like, you know, so many people from the hood, and each one's got like their, you know,
Their
who's
own
good and
clique.
who's bad. Yeah, their own clique and shit, and you're just like, oh, okay, so your clique expands, but you still stay to your core little.
Which is
fucking-
that's the family.
friends.
Ain't nobody
And that's
do
the
it like my
family.
motherfucking click.
Yeah, exactly. And the funniest thing I was talking to,
Yeah, all the time. That was
Yeah.
what I thought. And I was like, you know what? I know what they're saying. I still like clip
But I
better.
still
Yeah.
like clip.
Yeah,
I still like the clip.
I mean it's action, cars, pretty gross. That's what
It's,
the movies are.
I've grown to accept the brainless movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
They're-
Just to shut up, look at it, and just be like, okay,
Like
who cares about the story?
get ready
Just
for the
like-
adrenaline rush, brother.
That's what I figured as much, and that's why I'm not gonna watch it because it's not.
Because I didn't know there
Yeah.
was like 6 death races, and I like the first one. And I was watching the first death race, and there's the whole.
Oh, they made more.
There's 6 of them.
Wow.
They went
Yeah.
straight to DVD or straight to streaming.
That's like the time when I found out there was a Starship Trooper 3, and I didn't even know they made it
Oh,
2.
there's part 5.
Holy shit!
There was a animated too, anime for
Not
Starship
just that, it
Troopers.
also has its own show.
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it.
Sci-fi.
I wouldn't doubt it. After I found out about 3, I am now accepting any Starship Trooper movies. As long as they keep a shower scene in each
They don't.
installment.
I didn't know that Star Trek got its own show too. It's gonna come to Hulu.
Apparently, yeah.
Direct to
Well,
Hulu.
it's been on CBS. That CBS.
Apparently, it's a prequel.
Yes, it is. Captain Pike. It's the. If you've ever watched the original pilot, it's that commander. It's his
I
ship.
thought it would get more noise. But no.
Well, it's because it's not on CBS. It's on the CBS app. You specifically have to have that app, and then you can get
I,
access to
I
it.
think
you
that's
know what I
gonna be the.
I heard, yeah.
Oh,
that's
for
gonna be the
sure.
I
future.
heard if you're
For
into
sure.
Star Trek, it's pretty good.
mean? Yeah, which I wanna try, but the thing is, I never watched the Next Generation, so I have to. I took a really big gap between me watching Star Trek, and then me watching the shitty one, Star Trek Voyager with Scott Bakula, and I was like, it was fucking awesome. So I like that one personally, but I skipped Next Generation,
Is Next Generation the one
Deep
with
Space
Picard?
Nine. Yeah, that's the Picard one.
As
But
long
it's
as it
like
has
fucking
data, I'm cool
12
with it.
seasons. I don't know how I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
dude.
through that.
You just fucking you go back in time and you watch it after The Simpsons just before the news.
Exactly.
The Simpsons happen and then you just fall asleep to like
My
Stardate.
the Ghost Mike, rest in peace, had texted me randomly, and he's like, "What's the best season to start off with watching The Simpsons?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Definitely not the first one." I was like, "Season 3 maybe is where you want to start, where it starts getting like pretty funny."
After that weird animation.
Well, the weird animation was the Tracy Ullman shit. And then they locked down it when they went to Fox. But the first season was very much still a sitcom. So it didn't have like the silliness that happened throughout the seasons afterwards.
Once you hit the principal Tanzarian episode, you
Exactly.
stop watching after that.
Oh, the meta.
Yeah, I think everyone says
Meta
like,
Simpsons.
as soon as you hit that episode, you can stop watching because it all kind of goes downhill from
Yeah,
there.
because you're like, what the hell are you talking about?
And now
Was Prince
who's
William
missing?
Tarzarian? What?
Principal Skinner's Armin
Oh,
Tanzarian.
Yes.
okay.
It's where you find out Principal Skinner wasn't
Was the
really
Principal
Principal Skinner.
The whole time.
He
Yeah.
stole the identity.
And people were pissed about that.
Yeah, it was it's just a weird episode. It's just like, well, you've like
He
grown
was a
with
soldier,
this.
right? They gave him the whole. He was a
Yeah,
soldier one.
it was like you went
Yeah.
through this whole season, like all these seasons, like 9 seasons or
And
whatever.
it's like an old dude,
And
and
then-
he's still live with his mom. And shit.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's just like, oh well, like guess.
Speaking of Simpsons,
Hmm.
I don't know if we talked about it, but they wrote out Apu.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I said. Apu's missing.
They didn't even give him his own episode. They just
Mm-mm.
they just wrote him out.
Yeah.
Which
Did
is
they
funny
write out
'cause-
his family?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fucking
That
sucks.
sucks. Like a good character, and he doesn't even get like a farewell goodbye.
20 plus years of having a, I don't know if it's like 20 years. Is it 20 years?
Just about. It's been
Right.
on for about 30.
There's one I saw.
And all because some butthurt fucking red dotted jigaboo.
Hey. Calm your ass down.
I'm just saying.
Giving him ammunition.
That's
If
okay
you-
with
if you wanna
that.
hear- If you want to hear like someone break it down pretty simple, there was do you know Hot Diggity Demon?
No.
No.
This is a guy. He's like this bald, fat white dude. Does
Oh.
animations or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He does this new this new series called Brain Dump, and he just kind of just picks like a movie or show or whatever, and just kind of analyzes one of those. But he does an animation, and he did one on Apu, and it was pretty good. Like he has some pretty good stuff.
Fair enough.
I'm surprised since isn't the voice actor Apu, like, doesn't he do a whole
He does
bunch of
he
voices
does,
for
he
it?
does a whole bunch of other
Everybody
characters.
does. Yeah, Tank Azaria.
Yeah.
Now
I
it's
think
like
they asked
thinking-
him too. They're like, if they would you want to stop doing it? He's like, if they want me to, I don't really care.
I mean,
I'll give you this. 2018 was the year of the victim, and goddamn, everybody was
that's
fucking...
not. I don't think that's changing anytime soon.
Oh, but this is I feel like this year is the one where you heard everybody's fucking complaints or how they fucking...
It's possible, but I don't know if that's.
followed that whole you have a voice thing and people took it literally.
Or
I
that
I
Me
don't
Too
I don't
shit.
know if that's necessarily
It is.
gonna go downward. Okay, that's cool.
Hey, man, I like it when people just fucking ate their feelings and just didn't talk about it.
I agree.
Bring me back to that generation. Keep your fucking...
You know what I want to
Spencer,
see?
your
A
comments?
victim blame another victim for making them a victim and be like, well, that's not fair. And they're like, oh,
And then you just see the
out-victimized.
scanners fucking like
Oh, wait.
and the brain explodes.
Mark has
There's
something in his eyes just bright.
And there's it's Tumblr just like now reaching a whole level of stupidity now. So yeah, because Tumblr is apparently the worst place fucking ever. So someone wrote a post saying like, fucking gay people, and not like the fucking like fucking gay people being gay. It's like, how can gay people just focus on on just male or female, and they can't just accept something for who they are, and they just got to focus on a person's physical sex, and it's just like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, being gay means you're attracted to male. Like,
Yeah.
you're now turning on.
You like dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, simple as that.
It's just getting, it's boiling down to like how much more it's just like straight white people are no longer, you can't pick on those people anymore. Now you got to go to gay people, like they don't have enough problems.
So didn't they just circle back?
They just, yeah, it's basically
Like,
it's
let's go
basically
through that.
circling
It's
back.
like, let's hate the gays, let's hate the retards. You can't use
Man.
use gay, you can't use retard.
Like
It's offensive. You can't blame the blacks. You can't blame the minorities. You can't blame the whites. So you know what? Fucking back to the gays.
Yeah.
And then you hear Mark in the background, blame the Jews.
Bring it back.
It's just his bigoted clock that just keeps going down.
Talk about blame the Jews.
It's like
Have you seen the Joe Rogan Where's Hitler episode?
No.
No.
I don't really watch a lot of Joe Rogan, nor do I really like Joe
I-
Rogan.
Is
I
that the
thought
thing
that
I
would
was
be
talking
a-
about last time?
I thought you would be interested in it because they found out that the bones that they think was Hitler, they did the DNA. It's a 35-year-old woman.
Skull.
So they think Hitler left and he's somewhere in
Argentina.
South Africa. South
I doubt,
America.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt he would.
So there's this dude for the History Channel that does a show. I think it's called Where's Hitler. I'm not
Finding Hitler.
or Finding Hitler. He's talking to Joe Rogan. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, they did the whole test, and turns out it was bones of a woman. So people think that Hitler went to Argentina or South America. Or
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's always been Argentina.
Yeah. And he's there, and then the German community's like fucking just set up there, and it's big over there where they don't even speak Spanish or Portuguese or anything. They speak German.
Oh.
And he's like, Hitler's hiding from there. He's like, eventually, I'm pretty sure Hitler like died,
Of old age. Yeah.
but he had kids or some shit like that. And I was like, damn. I was like, you know who would find this really interesting? Mark.
That's interesting.
Well-
That reaches conspiracy levels, but
Well,
it
I
depends.
mean,
look,
everything
here's
is-
the thing. It's not. it's not a conspiracy because the towns that they're talking about, the upper echelon of echelon.
All these places that they name.
You know what? The top commanders of fucking Hitler's army, they're there. Especially the Doctor of Doom or
Doctor of Death.
the Doctor of Death. That guy, he
Mengele.
actually has his own. He had his own place over there.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of facts to make it seem more believable than just conspiracy theory.
Oh, the simple fact that they're there.
It's sort of dancing on it, but I mean,
No,
I get it.
straight up,
I get
there's.
it.
Well, that's the thing. It's just a town full of Germans where you're not allowed to speak
No,
Spanish.
but watch the show or watch that podcast, and you'll be like, oh shit.
I just don't really care for Joe Rogan.
You don't have to care about Joe Rogan.
Oh, you know what?
It's true. Like I listen to Joe Rogan, but it's the thing is.
The thing is, he makes shit interesting to some point, but at the same point, I'm just like,
Dude, he
Well,
just
here's
he
the
just
thing.
has that Kevin
Right.
Smith thing where he just looks stoned all the damn time.
He is
he's
still
smoking
But
weed
it-
all the time.
But it's just fucking gas. Like I really enjoyed the Macaulay
He
Culkin
gets-
that one he had.
he gets some really good guests. I'll give it
Yeah,
that.
he does.
I'll give him that.
He has gas in the simple fact that he's too agreeable, but he does repeat himself a lot.
Plays
Yeah.
devil advocate a lot.
Kind of.
No, he.
I feel
because
like-
I do listen to a lot of Joe Rogan.
I've
The
seen
thing
a good
is,
amount of
I don't
them.
listen to every episode because you have to give him 30 minutes
Start up.
to start up. Because there's going to be like some kind of pre-ramble, especially on the podcast. If you're listening on the podcast, just fast forward like 5 minutes. If he's still doing ads, do like another 3 minutes. It's usually somewhere about 8 to 10 minutes of ads if you're listening
Of course, after
to
he
the
pays all his bills.
podcast.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, it starts up right away. If it's on YouTube, it starts up right away. But give 30 minutes to the episode
Well, shit.
because there's usually going to be something in there. Like I always keep referencing, there was an episode where I didn't think I would like.
It was like dogs or coyotes.
It was
Like,
coyotes,
there you go.
and it just fucking got me. It hooked me.
Oh, yeah.
And that guy came on again, and I was like, I'm gonna give him 30 minutes. Listen to a 3-hour podcast with him again about the same shit. And I was like, you got me. I don't know what it is about coyotes. They're awesome. But
If you're
I
on
like the ones
YouTube,
that he
just
do
watch
about
the
the
fucking
crocodiles.
Yeah, you can
the Joe
watch
Rogan
the
clips.
best bits.
yeah, you can do bits. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Joe Rogan clips.
But yeah, most of his shit is he's just stoned, and it's the guest that's
Yeah.
doing all the works, and he's just like interesting. And then he goes, "Tell me more," and he just lets the
Yeah,
guest
as
talk.
long as the other person.
I like the
For the
episodes
most
where
part, he
has,
just lets him talk. That's the good thing about Joe
Tyson.
Rogan.
Neil.
Oh, the Neil deGrasse Tyson episodes are good.
Tyson. Yeah.
I will
And the
say
one
that.
with fucking Joey Diaz.
What's up? What's up, cocksucker?
If it wasn't for Joe Rogan, mostly Roman, I would have listened to Joe Rogan, who would have found out about Joe Diaz, and then find out that fucking Bobby Lee has his own podcast too. Which is all right.
Everybody has their fucking, which people fucking like him. I do not understand it. I don't get it.
He was
I don't
never-
fucking.
He was not the
who?
best part of Mad TV, and after that, he just looks like this weird little chubby.
He had for
Oh, you know
Probably
what?
does like terrible.
for a little bit, dude. He had a fucking extremely hot girlfriend. I
He
was
still
like,
does.
how?
Oh,
Fucking how.
speaking of that, I just saw an episode of that Tiger Belly podcast, which is the Bobby Lee podcast on YouTube. I was
It's
just
fine.
I was just looking at YouTube and I was just like, it was him and Ari Shafir, which I don't necessarily like.
He's the guy who does the "This Is Not Happening" show on podcast. He's a tall, skinny Jew that smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah,
It's
but honest,
after it's like Comedy Central Uncensored. Or they,
I was,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Bill Burr has a really good podcast.
I haven't listened to the whole podcast. I've heard bits of his shit, and I mean, I just.
Oh, that motherfucker talks some fucking truth.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I was telling Daniel and Nate on Christmas, when we did the Christmas recording, and he's like, man, this year's been the year of podcast. Everybody and their mother's podcast. And he's like, yeah, man, when we started podcast, when we started the idea and when we started recording, no one had a podcast. Maybe one or two. Like the Kevin Smiths and shit had a podcast. It's
Are you
like,
talking about us?
yeah, us.
Oh, everyone had a podcast.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
no,
for
this was
sure.
something when it was like, oh man, when we were starting up, when we started recording, only a couple people knew what podcasts were, and you had to do all these things to get your shit on like SoundCloud and everything. and goes, man, now you just drop a fucking pin and everybody got a goddamn podcast. And I go, yeah, we're pioneers. Too bad our shit's like really shitty. Never went nowhere. Because he's like, you've been doing this close to 2 years. It's like a little bit more. Cause the whole idea is
the shit was hot. The shit was hot when we first started.
He's like,
we're only like at 124 episodes. There's people that have like 400 episodes.
Fucking dwindled down to 2.
Yeah, but the people that have the
last
400
one-
episodes do it every day.
No.
The last one got 14. Yeah, that's because I asked 2 people to listen to it. Just no, not the last one, the game one.
You know what?
Stakes and claws.
Yeah.
On SoundCloud, we actually get pretty decent listens.
Really?
Yeah, but YouTube, I stopped caring about YouTube.
Oh, okay.
YouTube denied us so much shit. Where I was like, it's just up there.
So now we're just.
I put it on YouTube for the comments, and it was for Prune and Clarissa, and whoever did this funny comment that we have on this one.
Yeah, this one's funny.
Oh, we got one.
Yeah.
Because I was like.
I thought it was you. I was gonna ask you if you're the one who left the comment.
Yeah, if you have
a fucking name and shit. But I think it was Prune. But yeah, though we're having conversations like, you guys should have been pioneers to this shit. It's like, we tried, but there's a thing, we're not entertaining, and we can't get out of dick jokes and 4 stars.
And everybody hates Tony's voice.
No.
No.
What?
Not really.
Other than the snowman fucking, oh no, that was a porn star joke, not a dick joke.
Yeah, that was a rape joke.
rape.
That's totally different. That's totally other
You
wheelhouse.
technically don't need a dick to rape. Remember that, kids.
But yeah, he was like, man, 2018 is where podcasts blew up, and you should have been part of it. It's like, we should have.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well.
YOLO.
But yeah, we do have a comment, man, before we get,
I think-
any New Year's resolutions you guys want to give out before we get into the comments and all that bullshit? Any New Year, New Year, New
A
You?
New Year's resolution.
Was my last year one having a kid?
Maybe. I don't even remember.
Sure, why not? Let's throw in a kid this year.
2019 when Eric has a
In
kid.
fairness, you did try to dip your wick in some strange. Did you not?
I mean, just today you tried.
You said,
yeah.
Tell that story real quick before we get in the comments.
Oh, he actually a girl?
Let's end this year with an actual "Can I Trust You" story.
You know what? That'll be
After a
the
fucking year. Can I trust you?
Gotcha. 2019 is gonna be the year where fucking Eric ends up getting a girl pregnant.
Yeah, there we go.
Man. Alright, but before Eric gets to the story, Roman, any New Year's resolutions?
Oh, I didn't even say that.
Yeah.
Well,
You were so interested in Eric actually asking
Well, I
some
wanted to
girls.
start that, and then we're gonna do that. But I tried to make it fresh and interesting. That's why we only get 2 views.
You gotta give the people what they want, Tony.
And,
They want Eric.
They want the story and their experience.
as far as what I want, I want to try
Diabetes
things.
free.
I want to. Well, one of them is lose weight. Actually, just go to the gym because I've been paying for the gym for the past 2 years. I haven't gone.
And it's called donations.
So that's like another 20,
Charity work.
That's $20 just like down the drain, and I don't use it. So just try to go to the gym more often, just to feel a little bit better. Actually finish my fucking meditation. I've been trying to do this everyday meditation kind of thing.
Oh, then meditation cycle?
Yeah, but because of my allergies and you have to focus on your breathing, I couldn't breathe through my nose.
Did you
So
get nasal spray?
I got the just a quick tangent. I finally found something that works. I pop the Claritin in the morning, and I just take those drops in the morning, and then I just take them like every so often throughout the day.
It works, right?
It does,
Funny
but I want to
thing,
try
though?
that cedar fever one to see if it just fucking knocks it out.
My mom looked at him. He was like, he looks like shit. I was like, this motherfucker's mixing medicines.
Well, not even that. Honestly,
You gotta.
I figured out.
It's not working.
I figured out why I look so much like shit this past week, and it's not even allergy related. I haven't got any sun. Usually I'm out at work and I get the sun just by being outside and doing the job.
Your healthy dose of vitamin D.
Yeah, I don't get anything because
There is a
There
dick
it
joke.
So, but yeah, I just want to try and meditate a little more, try to get a
Told
little
you
bit healthier.
It works, man.
And honestly, I want to try to see if we can buckle down on Grimworks and really get it going because
We should have been pioneers, man.
Because
pioneers.
the thing is, like,
Spell
even
pioneer.
Comic Corner slipped because of me.
I've been
Like-
wanting to get back on fucking Perils.
We've been wanting to do Perils, but John is just like,
Funny
I
shit.
can't do anything.
They were here
Two fools.
Friday.
Two Fools I would like to get back.
They were here Friday. We did nothing but, chill, and they were Warhammering up. And I was waiting for John to be like, we're going to record? He's like, and I finally asked him, I think Roman went to the restroom. I asked him, he's like, hey, you can record? He's like, I'm just tired. I'm going to go home. I was like,
Yeah, and I was just like, this is, like, Perils is his show. Because as much as I like Warhammer, I don't pay attention to it every day.
You're
There's
not,
sometimes
in the,
where-
you're not in the...
Dude, I got so into fucking Vigilus and all this shit. So I had a lot of shit to say.
There you go. So, like, that's the thing is, like, as much as I like that show and talking about Warhammer, it's not my show because I don't keep up with the news as often as I should.
In the
Now,
communities and all that
exactly.
shit.
I'm not a very big part of the community because I kind of
And
suck.
I mean, you can't play that much.
Yeah, exactly. So it's his show mainly, and if he doesn't prepare for it, we're not doing it.
Yeah, the thing is, if you don't push that motherfucker, he won't.
The thing
do it.
is, I think I'm just gonna have to start taking over it one way or another. I'm gonna have to start doing it.
One
way.
And then Comic
I'm gonna
Corner.
dick ya. I'm gonna getcha.
Comic Corner fucked up because my schedule changed completely, so we couldn't do the same old schedule.
And then Stan Lee died.
And that not even
You
that.
gotta pay the respects.
It was just more like I'd be just tired from work and wouldn't have a chance to read. So I'd be like, oh, well, let's just take a break this week. We'll come back next week. So I want to get back on a constant rotation with Comic Corner and with Perils. And if y'all want to bring Two Fools back, awesome.
The more the eats, the better.
And I've had a couple ideas for like some other shows I'm going to share off mic. But also,
Mike, what does he matter? He's dead.
I wanted to also start up my YouTube channel. So I'm building my own PC so I can cover the new Paragon stuff.
Cool.
Because I don't know if I can cover
Yeah.
Destiny and how to make people better
I've
there.
been talking to him. I mean, like, I gotta make a PC because my laptop's it's dying.
Oh yeah, it's going.
Yeah, it's been with us for
Is that
2.5 years.
Is that your resolution to get a new soundboard?
I want to get everything professionally done. I was thinking of
You
buying
gotta buy those egg thingies.
there's shit you put in the corners for better acoustics. Real quick, New Year's resolutions. Get to Grimworks a little bit more serious. I've been saying that every fucking year. Of course, lose
I don't think you
weight.
said that last year.
Yeah, I did. I said I was
Maybe.
supposed to go to
I
school.
think
and become
yours
friends.
was to find
I'll
your
let
actual
you.
parents.
I'll let you know after I'm done listening to all of them.
Hey, let me know. No, but yeah, there's a lot of I just gotta find motivation. For a while, I lost motivation, and it just became okay. Look, we're doing this, and John said it best. It became our group way to hang out with each other, and instead of just finding motivation to make things either better or bigger, it just became stagnant. It just became what it is.
What does John know? He's got no hair.
Right. And then I stopped advertising so much, or stop putting so much money into this, which I should enough.
I will
Because
say,
we're for money there for a fucking little minute there, we were actually doing some good shit. We were getting numbers, and I found people like the card games. People were actually watching, and from the card games, they were listening to the podcast and stuff like that. And no, just because I ain't like the community, I stopped, and then I stopped. Fucking going to all these different groups and just promoting everything the way I was supposed to do it. And it's because I lost motivation. And just like I became, okay, this is what we do, and we're just putting it. Instead of being
you're saying I'm not famous because you fucking slacking on.
no,
Why you
instead of
gotta
being
go think so complicated?
instead of being a fucking pioneer, I just became back noise kind of deal. But I want to change that. Fuck.
Stop doing tech guy Tony.
And stop doing tech guys.
It became Orphan. That's where you lost it.
I end up, I stopped. I started accepting being an orphan in Rosita instead of being like fighting back.
Nah, you're tech guy.
Alright. What else? Gaming stuff. I was talking to one of the HEB dudes. He wants to do a couple shits for Call of Duty, Overwatch, Destiny shit. I bought the equipment, never been used, so dust it off, make it work. What else? I want to fix my car. The classic car I have next door. That's something I want to put
I thought we
money
saw
and
that.
time. I don't know. It was my dad's car, so I kind of want to fix it, even though I don't fit my fat ass in it.
Alright.
Maybe I could be like a 2022 resolution where I fit inside the car after I fix it.
There you go. One step at a time.
Yeah, right.
1 year at a time.
1 year. But that's mostly it.
I fixed the transmission.
Yeah.
Next year, we're working on the brake system, bitch.
Who needs to stop? Not this guy. Woo,
Nah, you're supposed to go
YOLO.
fast and hella fast.
Hella fast.
Hella fast. What about you, Mark? Real quick.
I just really need more money.
He needs to get that dick reduction surgery. Shit's got its own fucking area code.
If not, just save money and just cut off a little bit.
There you go.
Shave off the sides.
Which
No, I think
we met someone that actually might give you a run for length.
Give it a
Oh yeah, I heard it. I heard it in the last podcast.
And that's why he's here, because I know what's taking my big dick place.
I'm okay to pass the torch. That's fine.
Get all this attention away from my dick. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm trying to just get more money. Maybe just look for another job. Besides
No,
that,
don't do that. Every time you try to do that, shit goes south.
oh, this last one did it.
No, he's actually in a good place.
Well, this last
I
one
mean,
wasn't.
yeah.
Honestly, that's really the biggest thing. Most of it's just fucking
Money.
It's more Warhammer hobby progress.
There you go.
That's it.
That's for perils, though.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you're like I said, you're in a good place. You have a good place to fucking sleep. You got a fucking, girl you like. You got a job you could.
I mean, I like her.
I just
Cut that out, please.
can't do it.
She's gonna be like, "Oh, you motherfucker, you don't love me."
You-
Oh, nigga, you
I'm
just
like,
like me?
It's the guys.
Yeah, he's the fucking.
Baby, that wasn't me.
That's exactly. That was fucking Tony saying it. Did you hear
How
me
does
say?
he know? He's an
And-
orphan.
He's like, but you didn't say nothing. He's like, he didn't give me a fucking time.
You
You
didn't
Yeah,
defend me.
Oh man, he's gonna make fun of me.
Bye.
have a nice, you have a decent job, you like, and you have a nice puppy, and then whatever. You're all right with
No,
life.
don't talk about the puppy. He hates the puppy.
You know what? You just need to find yourself a job that throws a badass Christmas party. That should be one of your results.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
you want.
I was super jealous because I didn't know that many people worked at USA. Like I was friends with people that worked at USA, and I was like, none of y'all could have invited me. I would have
don't
gotten
like you,
hammered.
nigga?
It's true. No one does like me.
I would have.
Hey, here you go. You see?
Hey,
I would throw
you
him
started
out.
putting your application for you.
To be fair,
I've tried.
he knew you. He was like, I'm going to this party. Roman, we could invite you, but
It's a no Romans party,
No, no.
and we already
No,
have a
they go,
Roman.
you know what? But,
G's there.
but Roman doesn't like going to none of this stuff. Why invite him?
that's true.
Yeah, he's probably gonna
It's
say
true.
no.
They were gonna. I went to. It was a friend's birthday lunch, and I was like, "It's at Luby's," and I was like, "You know what? I haven't gotten lubed up in a while. Let me go there."
Damn, I gotta get lubed up.
Yeah,
Really?
go,
You know
baby.
what? When you told me they went to go Luby's, like, who the fuck goes eat Luby's on their free will?
People that are 55 in their heart.
Yeah.
I didn't wanna go before it closes.
I'm the one who coined the phrase "get lubed up."
Did you?
Yeah. It was me and my friend Matt when we worked at
So it's
Luby's.
we were working at National Outdoors, and we had like sayings for what we wanted to eat. We had 3 of them. So there was one for
We only got up
Luby's.
to 3.
Yeah.
Because that was around.
We would either go to Luby's, we'd go to Chick-fil-A, or we'd get Carl's Jr.
I was a Chick-fil-A and Carl's Jr.
They're really, I think I've said this before, they're really like,
Get the chick.
yeah. Get lubed up was probably like the height of it.
Yeah, that was the first one, and they all went downhill from
Yeah.
there.
It was you want to go get lubed up? So you go get lubed up. And fucking lubies, baby. If you want a Chick-fil-A, be like, dude, I want to get at that chick. And then Carl's Jr. was basically like the same thing of Chick-fil-A.
Let's go get Carl.
Carl.
They're all derivative of the same thing. Let's go get lubed up. Let's go get Carl.
At
Let's go
least get lubed up. You said it in front of people.
Yeah.
It sounds weird.
Yeah.
You never once said, let's
Our
get
first
fucked.
Our first two, nah, because I don't think.
He wasn't
I
into
don't know
that
if I
weeb
was su-
shit.
No,
You weren't into
I mean
pho?
I liked it, but I don't think I was like super into pho. No, I probably was, but I don't know.
Not enough to get fucked.
But get lubed up sounds way gross, and then get at the chick just sounds like we're gonna rape somebody.
Yeah.
Carl's, I mean, sounds like we're gonna suck some dude's dick. But yeah, those
You'll
were-
get lubed for
Yeah.
Carl.
Get lubed up was probably the height of it.
That was the first one. It all went shit. It went belly up from there.
Just like the podcast.
Now, Eric, real quick, let's hear the story about how you asked the girl out.
I mean, it wasn't like that big. I was working and I was just like, I was
Wait,
like,
do we do comments?
We're gonna do that
We'll
at
do
the
that.
story.
Okay.
look, man, there's
Okay.
two ways to
Wait,
go
did you
with
say what you want to do?
it.
Did you even say what you want
I
to do?
said two, like.
I didn't even finish my story.
It's classic.
Oh no, yeah, you went to Luby's.
I went to Luby's. Good times were had. And then they were like, we're going to go to the movies. I'm going to dip. I just don't want to go to the movies.
Riveting story.
Exactly. There you go. Boom.
And fucking Mark's
Definitely
resolution just get more money.
Get more money, probably get another job, and then
Get more money.
That's it.
Get more power. Get more
First you control-
Julie.
Yeah.
It's bitches, but we like edit it out so it says Julie.
First you get the money, then you get
Hey
the
man,
women.
you starting to sound real Jewy right now.
You get diabetes?
Yeah.
Starting to
All
sound
right.
real Jewy.
Now,
Alright.
can I trust you from Eric?
Can I trust you?
An acronym.
For can I trust you?
City Pod. Let's see. I was at work. I was bored. I realized instead of having a good old 8-hour work day, I would have to have worked the 12 hours, 8 to 8, with no break for lunch. So I was like, yay. And it was a truck day.
So he was delirious and hungry.
So I was hungry, angry, and I was just like, you know what? Might as well go for it.
Let's go get
Might as,
lubed up.
might as well make my
that
day go
chick.
bad if, make my day a little worse if I fucking, get shot down.
Okay.
And so I was expecting to automatically get a no, which was totally fine with me.
Okay.
And so I sent a message. I was like, hey, how you doing? And
Is this someone you've known before?
yeah, like
Okay.
I went to high school with this person. And
John.
no,
They're already married.
yeah.
I've
John,
seen somebody.
John, if I wanted John, I could get John, but nobody wants John. Everybody knows that.
It's true. No one wants it.
Ask his mama. She'll be like, nah.
Even Aaron that worked with them found us and was like, nah, get out of here,
Yeah,
John.
John who? Fuck that guy.
So you messaged this chick.
And
from
so
high
I
school.
messaged the chick, how's it going? And she was like, good, how you been? And I was
I'm
like,
wet.
that was so fucking hard. No, I just text, I was like, good. I was like, would you want to go grab lunch with me on Friday? Because I had that day off.
She's like, ew,
And
nigga, no.
And it took a while, and I was just like, maybe I should have just gone with like the super like fucking long, drawing it out to be like, oh, just doing this, doing that. I was like, yeah, you know what, fuck
Nah,
it,
you
just
got
go straight to the point.
point.
Get straight to the point.
That's right.
And
Like a Band-Aid.
There you go.
Rip it off like a band-aid.
after,
Don't waste her time, 2019.
Exactly. And after a while, she goes, I'd love to, but I work the 12-hour shift that day on Friday. And
Wash
she was
my
like,
hair.
Friday's fucking, I don't know, like 8 in the morning to 6 p.m. or something like that. And then she has to go in the next day at 6 in the morning. And I was like, ooh, that sucks. And I
He's
was
like,
like,
bitch, you don't even, your schedule's not even now. How do you know this shit?
well, I mean, there's people, she has a job where it's a set schedule. You work the same time all the time.
Oh. Yeah.
Kind of like Roman's thing. Like, he knows he's going in like that, and he only knows his days off. She didn't tell me what her days off were, so I was just like, all right, well, maybe next time. Maybe next time I'll let you know. Friday's my only day off, and I just thought I'd ask. And she was like, yeah. She's like, definitely.
He's like, oh,
And so then I
how
go, I was like, I was going to give up right there, and I was like, you know what? I got to show a little bit more persistence. Let's see
There
if
you
I
go.
could draw out sometime like a maybe yes. So I was just like, well, yeah, I mean, I'm in between stores right now, kind of just floating from time to time, so I don't know when I actually have what my schedules are. But I'll let you know when I do to see if you want to go eat. And she's like, that sounds cool. And I was like, all right, fair enough. And I go, you ever had Korean?
This time I'm totally getting fucking drilled.
And I was like, have you ever had Korean? And she's like, no, I have not, but I'm always
It's
interested
like I had
in it. I
that
was
one
like,
guy.
boom, there you go. Bop for the win.
There
Bop.
you go.
Maybe I can get some bop afterwards.
Bop,
We'll
bop,
see.
bop.
Bop for bop.
Either way, it'd still be going to get bop.
Bop, bop.
Yeah?
Now the question is, do I go to the original bop or do I go to that new age bop that this guy said he would take me but hasn't? the actual hibachi grill in there, and that's all you could eat.
Was that the one with the? Oh, we'll talk about.
That's the one inside the convenience store.
That we'll talk about more than
That's for future two fools.
Two fools.
The Heartbreak Edition.
You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be the one where I tried that sweat.
Oh, he took you to the. Oh, that son of a bitch.
That what?
Damn, he took you to the convenience store one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That was good.
Nah,
I've been trying to get together, but everyone's days are always
It
whacked
just happened like out of nowhere.
If we're going to your homeboy store, so the girl just said maybe.
Yeah, it stayed like a maybe, and I was like, cool. I think I ended up fucking. It was like a weird way. I ended it. I was like,
It's like I love you. Okay, see you
no,
later.
no, no.
I'm gonna put a baby in you.
Not at all.
Tony just made a joke.
New year, new Tony.
No, it was just a weird fucking way. I was just like, cool. I mean, like it's hearty and healthy-ish.
Oh,
You're so fucking lame.
Pretty much no response since that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either if I was a chick.
Yeah, no, like not even like an LOL,
Can I
and was
trust
like,
you with
fuck.
disappointment?
I was hoping she
can
would.
I disappoint you?
In which case,
Is
I was
that
cool
we're
with
gonna
it.
change the podcast too?
But here's another little quick city thing. Bored at work, super dead. They're the other employee that was working with me for like the first half of the day. Old dude, no, he can't hear shit. So
Someone
I was
jacked
on my
off in his
phone
ear.
and I was going to Tumblr and I was like, man, Tumblr fucking sucks now that
Yeah.
all my nasties are gone. So I go and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna either delete this and I can't remember my code into it, so I can't delete it. So I was like, I'm just gonna unfollow the shit I don't like. So I kept the did you know stuff. And as I was going through each thing to see what's actually, fucking not has no content, I stumbled upon this one chick I was following that said, follow this link so you can see me masturbate. And I was like, this seems like a smart idea.
That
Fucking
sounds-
I hit it in there, and I forgot I had the fucking volume up, and this chick's like, I like using 2 fingers, and then I was like, well, fucking lame, and I kind of fast forward, next thing I know, there's 2 ladies waiting in the front for me, and I was like, oh, and I was like, what? And then I hear some, and I was like, fucking put my phone on, just threw it away, and I was like, how can I help y'all ladies? Turns out it was the sister to another employee that works there, and I was like, well, you tell so-and-so I said hey, because I don't work here this week.
Will do.
And I was like, did they hear me watch porn in the middle of the store?
You'll find out the brother comes in. Hey man, were you the fat fuck listening to porn? He's like, yeah, the only one.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not going to deny it. I don't fucking care.
I'm doing it because no one else will.
Yeah, dude.
Who
Who's
else
going to
gonna be the
speak for
creeping guy?
Exactly. The gays got their rights. What about us creeps?
Here's the thing, like, Tony, Eric just said a story that, like, almost made him sound, like, sweet and, like, maybe to some people, like, endearing by being kind of lame. And then he does this other thing where it's just, like, creep factor. And I'm like, what is Eric? Is he nice or is he just fucking creepy?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
It's fucking...
Eric,
It's like a 90-10 split.
Eric's Eric, baby.
Duality of man.
Eric is all. He's a caring dude
Do you
and a
have
piece
any
of shit.
resolutions?
Other than put a baby in someone?
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing as last
I
time.
mean, that's a resolution.
That's
That's
a
a resolution of all resolutions.
Put a baby in.
Oh, you're gonna be resolute about your resolution.
It's the same fucking thing like always, man. Fucking finish the house.
Fuck bitches, get money.
No, that's pretty much it. Just,
I mean, you just said you want to put a baby in someone, so fuck
yeah.
bitches.
But the bitches won't
You
even
don't-
get
you
a
don't
message
technically
back
have to
though.
fuck bitches to put babies in them.
I know, but what they
Try again.
I'd rather you fuck bitches.
All right, well,
Yeah,
see, that's
just
what you
don't jack
that's-
off on toilet
that's,
seats.
That's your resolution for me. I was about to say you can jack off on toilet seats and see what sticks.
Yeah, well.
He's gonna do that to all the malls. He just goes check up on all the toilet seats. One of them.
It's a men's restroom. You're gonna get
I'm
nude pregnant.
gonna have to be like, I'm a tranny. I identify as a woman. And this is why I don't
Hey,
get
but
dates.
you gotta have some cum control, dog. Because you gotta like a little squirt here, then a run to the next
Oh,
stall, a
yeah.
little squirt
Okay.
there.
He's
It
gonna be
hurts.
walking around.
Oh, it fucking hurts.
Either
when
that,
you
or
try to
fucking-
control it.
Either that or just have it in my hand and just
Yeah, I was gonna say, just flip your
I thought he was
fingers.
gonna be walking around with a fucking a dropper.
Gummies for my gummies.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you
Oh,
go.
man.
You gotta keep them frozen though, so things stay fresh.
Same.
The freeze. What
I
the
mean-
fuck is this?
Just get the Just get that shaving cream thing from Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's sweet.
I know what I'm getting for Christmas next year. A Barbasol can that keeps cum.
He's like, I don't even like fucking
The
cum
part-
or
the
Jurassic
part
Park
that
anymore.
you hit the top and fucking comes out with the shaving cream.
Yeah.
Which is actual just cum.
Yeah, it's mine. I filled it up for you.
Nice.
Wait, let's put him on.
Really give myself that fucking Robin Hood look where this like sticks out and then those are just.
Oh, the Green Arrow.
Yeah, I think
The
someone
Green
called it
Arrow.
the Green Arrow.
You rip off your shorts and you have tights on. Like that. How does that work?
It just does.
I would not see the tights.
Yeah,
It's
That's
super.
those tights.
It's superhero magic.
There
That's
we
it,
go.
that
Now
is
we're touching the pure city joking that lost us so many middle schoolers.
There you go. Where's Zany? Let's play the Animaniacs song.
Pioneers, I tell you,
Oddly
pioneer.
enough,
I guess I'm wacko.
I surprised it. It sounds weird, but I surprised the little girl by showing that funny guy, because she's never seen her dad laugh so much. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with my dad?" I was like, "Why?" He's like, "He never laughs," and it's our home friend of the family, and like he was at the party, and I just started cracking jokes about whatever, and he's just having a hard time breathing, just turning red, because I'm just spouting out the mouth, just a bunch of dumb shit, make
Off
fun
the
of
cuff.
Tony. Make fun of Tony, make fun of the baby, make fun of the baby's dad, and the daughter's just like, I don't know
Welcome to
who
the
my
roast
dad
of the
is.
people.
She's like, I don't know who my dad is. I've never seen him laugh. He's always so serious or just like, okay. And I was just like, oh, that's your dad. That's how I know him.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, the only time I can laugh is when I'm hanging out with these dudes. And I was like, he told me it's like fucking the best time I had was when he was making fun of a young kid calling him a faggot. And I was like, there you go.
There you go.
Little
Oh, that's my oldest niece and his daughter. They were fucking weeb out.
Oh yeah, they were weeping out hard.
Oh, yeah. They were like, Nani?
That's-
And so Eric had to fucking stop. Was like, that's not how you use that word.
yeah.
And then his weed came out.
That's what I was like, goddamn.
Bakaru!
And that's why he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm so sad.
Oddly enough, good with kids.
but as Roman pulls out the one comment we do have for this last,
Pulls out that 1 inch.
the 1 inch comment.
Yeah.
Remember, you could join us the conversation at youtube.com/grimworks, or you know you could stop us at the social media. We got Twitter. You could tell him. I was waiting for that fucking comment. It's like, please stop recording. Just stop. You could do that at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Just search out Grimworks. Make sure to click subscribe, join, follow, the whole shebang. All right, Roman, you gotta tell me the name of this fucking.
My other resolution, real quick, would probably be to get a haircut.
If you want to send us an email, you can go ahead and send it to citypod88@gmail.com. Eric.
citypod88@gmail.com. Mark.
C.I.T.Y.
I heard citypod 8 eat cum.
Typod.
They know. They know how to use email.
All right, so we have one comment. It is from Robert Has Downs Jr.
I thought that was Mark. I remember you using that as one of your
I've
names.
used that before.
Okay.
I've used that before.
The picture is the best shit ever.
Yeah, the picture is the rolling eyes Robert Downey. Alright, so the comment is, what's the podcast 2019 New Year's resolution besides not suck? Mark fucking went into the silent laugh.
The allergies. Now my lips are now silent laughs.
You're like that fucking. You're like the top cat dog.
Yeah.
That was it.
Muttley
Exactly.
from Back in the
There you go, Muttley.
Thank you, Robert, for the comment.
Thanks, Mr. Downsy.
Mr. Downsy.
Mr. Downsy Jr. Yeah, I mean, it's all subjective, right? So, I mean,
I'm just glad someone else commented.
yeah, it'd be awesome.
What's your resolution? Be funnier, you son of a bitch.
That was pretty funny. I laughed, but
That was I was laughing my ass off when I saw it.
That seems like it could have been proven.
Yeah.
It seems like the troll nature, but hey, it could have just been a fucking random YouTube troll.
It's the same dude that watched your video from
Exactly.
months ago.
Or it could be the cousin who fucking followed us when.
Oh yeah, family members started listening.
Fair enough.
That's gonna be fucking weird.
Yeah, fuck it.
But anyways,
I haven't said anything that I don't say in front of them already.
oh,
There
that's
you go.
true. I mean, it's
They
just
know
weird.
Eric.
2019, the year of the city.
No, it was weird because they were talking to me about Grimworks, and it's like, how the fuck do people know?
Mm.
And the last time I mentioned it was when we started.
Yeah.
That was around this time.
Mhm.
It's like, oh man, he's like, hey, how's your Grimworks going? He's like, we listen when we can. I was like, you do? I was like,
How
hey,
dare
there you
you.
go.
How dare you listen?
But anyways, I hope you guys have
Just not
a.
answer the comment.
I mean,
No, that was
Yeah,
it.
it
It's
is.
subjective.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's subjective. We're gonna try our best.
I mean, we could change everything and still end up sucking. So
Yeah. Let's just have it be sucky and we at least
I
laugh.
just like to. I
How
just
about
like to
we
say
keep
that we can
doing
suck so
us?
good that it makes you come. You know what I'm saying?
there you go.
Like I never saw this
Superhead.
podcast as for other people. I just kind of saw it as like we're just gonna hang out,
This is our therapy session.
poke fun, and hopefully like we can make our friends laugh. That's it.
That's
Pretty
how
much.
it was. When you listen to the old ones now. That's the sense I get.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Well, we'll go back in time, just like fucking Albus is turning.
But anyway.
Harry Potter question.
For now, I hope everybody that listens and everybody in this room have a happy New Year.
Yes.
That's happy.
Man, pop some fireworks.
That's what I fucking
Don't get too fucking drunk.
Or do.
And
Your life.
yeah,
Get
true.
fucked up, YOLO.
YOLO.
YOLO. You know what? Do it before the New Year, so it comes New Year, New you.
Yeah.
This is like
New
you're
Year,
drunken.
New you.
I think I saw one where
The
it's like,
drunken
I'm
motherfucking past is in the
clearly-
past.
I'm trying not to go into 2019 with 2018 problems, and someone's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's like, "I'm going to 2019 with 2014 problems."
But yeah, Happy New Year's.
I gotta make sure my phone's dead on New Year's if I do drink.
And some of you get drunk texts.
Oh, this motherfucker was calling everybody when he got stupid drunk. He messaged people.
It turns out that's what I do. I
Yeah,
get
that's
really
what you
drunk and I fucking text. Last year I fucking text
Everybody.
people that we didn't work with for a while, and I was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He's like, "Good." It's like, "It's me, Eric from fucking Heroes," and they're like,
Yeah, we know.
"Hey,
Yeah.
it's like 1 a.m," and I was like, "That means fucking New Year's barely started, bro." I was like, "Happy New Year's." Click.
Anyway, this has been
Good
episode
times.
124 of the City Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Tony, and I'm here with.
How was the New Year's orphan baby?
Please remember.
I hope that's a thing. I'm gonna find that out. It's like this is the
And
first
probably-
orphan of the year,
Maybe we'll see.
and
Roman.
cool, and of
Just be a
course.
black kid. Your boy Eric.
Hate that boy. And like we say at the end of every episode, bye.
Bye, YOLO.
2018, bye.
What was that? Living my best life.
Yeah,
Fuck that shit.